Imagine beings from another world living among us yet remaining unseen. A fascinating concept, isn't it? Today we delve into this captivating theory that has thrilled scientists and enthusiasts alike. The notion that extraterrestrial beings could be here among us yet remain invisible to our naked eyes. Popular culture often presents aliens as otherworldly creatures, but what if their existence is beyond our perceptual reach? The electromagnetic spectrum offers a glimpse into this idea. Our vision is confined to a small part of this spectrum, known as visible light. But what if these extraterrestrial beings operate on different wavelengths? They could be here yet remain unseen. Some even suggest these beings might exist in the realms of infrared or ultraviolet light, wavelengths our eyes simply cannot perceive. So, could it be possible that we are not alone, that aliens are among us, yet remain invisible to our naked eyes? To understand this concept, we must first delve into the science of sight. Our vision as humans operates within the confines of the electromagnetic spectrum, a vast continuum of energy waves that includes everything from radio waves to gamma rays. But here's the catch. We can only perceive a tiny fraction of this spectrum, known as visible light. Imagine a grand piano with its 88 keys representing the full electromagnetic spectrum. Our human vision would only be able to play a single octave in the middle. That's it. We're blind to the rest of the melody. This limitation of sight is not due to a lack of trying. Rather, it's an evolutionary adaptation. Our ancestors needed to see the colors of ripe fruit, the green of lush vegetation, and the blue of clear skies. They didn't need to see the infrared warmth of a predator lurking in the dark, or the ultraviolet patterns painted on a flower's petals. But what if there are other entities, let's call them aliens, that can perceive more keys on this grand piano of light? They could be dancing to a symphony of colors and energies unseen and unknown to us. If aliens do exist, could they be operating on wavelengths that are beyond our perceptual reach? Consider this. What if extraterrestrial life forms inhabit the realms of infrared or ultraviolet light? A fascinating proposition, isn't it? This theory suggests that aliens might exist in these wavelengths, which are entirely outside our human visual range. The infrared spectrum, for instance, is associated with heat radiation, while ultraviolet light is the type that gives us sunburns and helps our skin produce vitamin D. Both of these are invisible to the human eye, yet they are integral parts of the electromagnetic spectrum that surrounds us constantly. Imagine for a moment beings that have evolved to exist within these invisible wavelengths. They could be drifting through the same spaces we occupy, unseen and undetected. It's a concept that's as marvelous as it is chilling, isn't it? Now, what does this mean? Well, if this theory holds any weight, these extraterrestrial beings could exist in what we might call a parallel dimension. They'd be here right now, sharing our world, our cities, our homes, yet we'd be none the wiser. Why? Simply because our senses, honed by millions of years of evolution on this particular planet, with this specific range of electromagnetic radiation, are not equipped to perceive them. So, while we're gazing at the stars, wondering if we're alone in the universe, we might be missing the bigger picture. They could be right here, coexisting with us, yet completely imperceptible. But what if the answer lies not just in the spectrum of light, but in the dimensions of existence? This question takes us on a journey beyond the visible world, into the realm of interdimensional beings. The theory suggests that aliens might not just exist in a different spectrum of light, but in dimensions beyond our understanding. Imagine, if you will, a world where beings exist outside our three-dimensional understanding. A world where these beings are not bound by the same physical laws we are. A world where they can move freely, unhindered by the limitations of our conventional senses. This is the world of interdimensional beings, a world that might exist parallel to our own. This theory aligns with the irregular and often unverifiable nature of encounters with extraterrestrial entities. These beings, if they exist, could be slipping in and out of our dimension at will, making their presence sporadic and elusive. It's like trying to catch a shadow, always just out of reach, always just beyond our grasp. In this context, the invisibility of aliens does not stem from advanced cloaking technologies or biological camouflage, but from their existence in dimensions beyond our comprehension. We are like fish in a pond, unaware of the world beyond the water's surface. Perhaps they are slipping in and out of our dimension at will, unseen and undetected. The thought is as intriguing as it is unsettling, challenging our understanding of the universe and our place within it. Or could it be that these beings possess advanced cloaking technologies or biological camouflage? This proposition takes us deep into the realm of speculative science and cutting-edge technology. Imagine a civilization so advanced that it has mastered the art of invisibility. They might have developed sophisticated cloaking technologies, allowing them to move amongst us unseen. Not unlike the science fiction tales we've grown up with, these extraterrestrial beings could be masters of hide and seek on an interstellar scale. Cloaking technology is not entirely alien to us. We've been experimenting with it ourselves, albeit on a much lesser scale. Stealth aircraft, for example, are designed to be invisible to radar. It's not a far stretch to imagine that a civilization millions of years ahead of us could have perfected this technology to the point of complete visual invisibility. But what if it's not technology at all, but biology? A survival mechanism perfected over eons of evolution. Some creatures on Earth have developed extraordinary camouflage abilities, like the octopus or the stick insect, blending seamlessly into their environment. Could extraterrestrial beings have evolved similar mechanisms, but on a level far beyond our understanding? Imagine beings capable of mimicking their surroundings so perfectly that they become virtually indistinguishable from the natural world. They could be right in front of us, yet we would be none the wiser, their forms lost in the hustle and bustle of everyday life. It's a tantalizing thought, isn't it? Unseen visitors living amongst us, hidden by advanced technologies or biological adaptations that render them invisible to our senses. This theory, though speculative, opens up new avenues of thought and stokes the fires of our curiosity. It challenges us to look beyond the obvious, to question the world as we perceive it, and to consider the possibilities of the unseen. Could these unseen visitors be hiding in plain sight, undetectable due to their advanced technologies or adaptive mechanisms? As we continue to explore the cosmos and delve deeper into the mysteries of life, we may one day find the answers to these fascinating questions. So, where does that leave us in our quest to uncover the unseen visitors? We've journeyed through a realm of theories, each more compelling than the last. From the spectrum of sight to the possibility of interdimensional existence, we've explored the myriad ways in which extraterrestrial beings might evade our visual senses. Our human vision is confined to the visible light spectrum, but what if entities from beyond our world operate on different wavelengths? In the realms of infrared or ultraviolet light, unseen guests could potentially coexist with us, unbeknownst to our limited senses. Furthermore, the notion of interdimensional beings proposes that aliens could exist in dimensions beyond our three-dimensional understanding. If true, they could move freely, undetected by our conventional senses, entering and exiting our dimension at will. Alternative explanations include advanced cloaking technologies or biological camouflage, suggesting that extraterrestrials might have developed ways to disguise their presence or blend seamlessly into our environment. Yet, as tantalizing as these theories are, they remain speculative.